What's up, guys? You're watching Everything Weapons. Welcome back to the channel. So in terms of military news, it's been kind of boring, not a lot going on, so it's kind of dry, but a little bit of news here that's not too exciting, but I just wanted to report it anyways. So the U.S. Air Force decides against flying B-21 Raiders with just one pilot. So the Air Force has made a formal decision about how the B-21 will be crewed as it pushes to start fielding the bombers next year, approaching 2027. All credit to the Warzone website. That's where I'm going to be reading from. So the U.S. Air Force has officially decided that the B-21 Raider will be flown by a crew consisting of two pilots, just like the B-2 stealth bomber is today. The service had previously considered operating the bomber with only one pilot alongside a weapon systems officer, or WSO, or WISO as they're nicknamed. The plan is now to transition some number of qualifying WISOs and combat systems officers to become pilots for the future B-21 fleet. The formal announcement about the standard two-pilot crew complement for the B-21 came out yesterday. This follows the U.S. Air Force's announcement in June that an operational test pilot had taken the controls of a pre-production Raider for the first time. Following careful analysis of the B-21's advanced capabilities, Air Force leadership determined that a two-pilot configuration optimally supports the aircraft's mission profile, according to an official release. To maximize the lethality and survivability of the Raider, it is imperative to retain the deep tactical and combat experience currently residing within the WSO and CSO communities. The Air Force is establishing a pilot transition program for selected weapon system officers and combat system officers who will be chosen to attend a pilot training with a follow-on assignment to the B-21, the release added. Eligible officers will be provided with additional information via command channels when available. The Raider is still in development, but the U.S. Air Force is now aiming to begin fielding the bombers next year at Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota. The stated plan remains to acquire at least 100 B-21s, but service officials have said they plan to roll out a more precise figure next year in 2027, which is widely expected to be even larger and bigger. This will also have an impact on the total number of pilots required. So the pilots will be 11 B bomber pilots, and the Air Force is still working through the number of B-21 pilots we will have, an Air Force spokesperson told the Warzone directly today when asked about more information about the crewing decision. So 11B here is the basic Air Force specialty code for bomber pilots, and suffixes are used to reflect specific bomber types that individuals are assigned to fly. This administrative code should not in any way be confused with the U.S. Army's 11B military occupational specialty for infantry. Now, as mentioned, the standard crew complement for a B-2 bomber is also two pilots. There is also a small cot that allows for one pilot to sleep while the other flies during portions of a sortie, which can sometimes stretch across multiple days. Having two pilots also offers an additional margin of safety. That being said, for single pilot B-21 operations, the Air Force could have provided WSOs with additional training to be able to fly the aircraft in an emergency. I think the B-21 is going to be largely like the B-2 and how it supports the crews. Air Force General Stephen Davis, head of Air Force Global Strike Command, told the Warzone in an interview. So there's enough room for crew members to go on rest status. There's a place to go to the bathroom, obviously, and to prepare food. All those things will exist in the B-21. And it's just crazy. I mean, it's very crammed, but it is funny. Most people don't think the B stealth bombers have a bathroom and a place to prepare food and sleep. So it's pretty insane. But it's completely necessary, right? If an aircraft didn't have that, you just wouldn't be able to operate it at all. Um, so yeah. Personally, what I definitely think we need two pilots in such expensive aircrafts. You could argue that you know, we should just have one to save money, but that doesn't make sense to me because they need to sleep and we need another set of eyes for safety. If one pilot is just having a stroke, anything could happen, right? If one pilot is more skilled than the other and could save the aircraft, the B bombers are just so expensive that I feel like it's worth paying for two pilots. Like, it's like if we lose them, it's just millions and millions of dollars if one goes down, right? And if something goes wrong. But type a comment of what you think. Do you think the B bombers should have two pilots? It's kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's necessary. It's like such a special aircraft that's so expensive. And would it really save that much money? I mean, I think in the long run, it's better to have two pilots. But drop a like, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated, guys. Always smash the like button down there. It takes 2 seconds, helps me out so much, pushes my videos to new people. Consider subscribing. Don't be a meanie. Subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. Why not? Most people aren't subbed, so you'll make me very happy by subscribing. And ring the bell. That way you guys don't miss any videos I post in the future. If you want to stay up to date with everything war and weapon related, this is the best place for that. And also, take a look at the older videos on my channel. Lots of content to binge watch. Military, history related, weapon, rankings, everything in between. And what else? Oh, yeah. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. And I also have made an X, a Rumble, and a Snapchat. So all links, usernames are down in the description box below this video. See you guys next time. Hope you have a decent week. See ya.